Hello, everybody. Back again for 570. Hope you guys are having a good week so far. This is my response to the reflection on life film. The first question asks, what aspects of the APU mission driven community were most significant to you? There was a lot of aspects on a lot of the different headings that kind of are the following sections that kind of grasp my attention in many different ways. Obviously, faith integration was a big part of me wanting to come to APU. I really liked how they integrated a lot of religious beliefs into everyday university life, and how they had a God first approach in education, and how the professors kind of integrated that within their curriculums as well. A lot of the student care is a big thing. As when a student feels comfortable, it's a lot easier for them to learn and a lot easier for them to flourish, like it had said. At my previous attending university, I came across a lot of problems, and they weren't very good at solving them right away. So I feel like APU ability to solve problems, and their ability to make students feel that at home feeling really helps them flourish, and that's something that I really that really caught my attention. I was actually unaware of the services aspect of APU. I think that's a really good thing. I saw that they went across 51 missions in 19 countries, and that's a really good way to kind of just help people, find, their calling in life, and it kind of gives you a greater appreciation of, of others, and how you kind of want to treat others, because, there's a lot of different places where people aren't as fortunate as us, so our opportunity is a lot greater than other people's, and realizing that and kind of wanting to give back to others is something that's pretty important. The diversity side of things, I thought that was great. I thought because it was a private school, diversity numbers would have went down, and the ability to support and give financial support to underprivileged people is something that's really big time at a private school, and just their ability to push guys out and find and make them dedicated. 70% graduation rate is significant, so that's pretty interesting as well. The diversity aspect is one kind of core attribute that I didn't know about, so that was good. The second question is, were you aware of these core attributes prior to APU? Not necessarily. I knew that they were faith-based. I knew that they kind of cared about students. I didn't know about the missions. I didn't know about the diversity numbers. So a lot of that is kind of interesting to figure out and learn about. And which of these most in line with my personal beliefs? Obviously, the religious expression was a big one. I feel like APU kind of stands up for what they believe in terms of religious beliefs and integrating it within the university, and that's something that I kind of wanted to integrate more into my life, which was a big reason I came to APU. I wanted to integrate God more into my life, and I felt like it was time, and I felt like He's given me a great opportunity and everything like that. So that was big time for me. The second part of the question asks, if someone was to create a life on film, what would be the synopsis of my story? I think physical education would play a very big part of it. I didn't grow up in the best of places, so my ability to kind of just work up and make my way up through physical education and find people that have guided me to the spot where I am today, that was big time. Who was the most significant in my life story? Is a man named Ramon Albano. He passed away probably about 10 years ago. He was basically a second father to me. He was the one that kind of got me into sports and saw something in me that, he wanted to kind of push forward with his sons and stuff like that. When I couldn't afford to make a tournament or make a game or, afford a jersey, he was the one that, was like, what, I'll pay for Zach's jersey. I'll pay to get him into this tournament, even though he came from a less fortunate kind of area as well. And he kind of just always pushed me, and he was a coach, and he always pushed me to, see what I can do in life and how I can, push boundaries and everything. So I think right now, for sure, he would be the main guy that, would encourage me to graduate on this journey and encourage me to give back to others because, even though he was a construction worker, he set aside so much time outside of his work just to give back to kids, just to volunteer as a coach and stuff like that. And that's kind of how I hope to give back with this degree program. I want to be a physical educator. I want to be a coach, so that way I can definitely give back in two different aspects, helping individuals grow, on the court and maybe attain a scholarship, or, just helping individuals find themselves in an academic sense and push them to a greater opportunity through education. So that's what I got for you guys. I hope the week's going well, and I'm excited to see what you guys got to say. Thanks.